In question number 1, they are asking us to express the given number. That is, in this question we have 140. They are asking us to express this number 140 as a product of its prime factors. So we are going to follow prime factorization. We are going to divide this number 140 by prime numbers. This is a even number, so it is divisible by 2. When you divide by 2, you will have 70. Again it is even, so you can divide by 2, so you will have 35. Now this number is not divisible by 3 because 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 is not divisible by 3, so this is not divisible by 3. Then the next prime number is 5. When you divide by 5, it is 7 5s are 35. Then again when you divide by 7, it is 1. So we are going to have 140 equal to 2 into 5 into 7. That is 2 squared into 5 into 7. Now we have written the number 140 as a product of its prime factors. This we have done using the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What is fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Fundamental theorem of arithmetic says that any composite number. So before I speak about this, I should explain to you what is prime number. Prime numbers are numbers which are divisible only by itself and 1. All other numbers are composite numbers. So any composite number can be written as a product of prime factors. That is what fundamental theorem of arithmetic says. Every composite number can be expressed as a product of primes, and this factorization is unique. So each and every composite number will have a unique factorization. The order may change. It can be written also as 5 into 2 squared into 7, or it can be written as 7 into 5 into 2 squared. You can change the order and write. But for a particular composite number, this factorization is going to be unique. That is, no other composite number will have the same factorization. When you see this factorization, it is unique and it is only for this composite number, that is 140. Now we are going to prime factorize the number 156. Start dividing by 2. 7 2s are 14, then you have 16, 8 2s are 16. Again when you divide by 2, 3 2s are 6, then you have 1, 9 2s are 18. Now when you divide this number by 3, you will get 1 3 is 3, 3 3s are 9, 13 is a prime number, so it is divisible only by 13, so you have 1. Then 156 can be written as 2 into 3 into 13. So we have represented 156 as a product of its prime factors. It can also be written as 2 squared into 3 into 13. We are going to prime factorize this number 3825. You add the numbers. 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 plus 2 is 13, 13 plus 5 is 18. Sum of the digits is divisible by 3 because you know that 18 is divisible by 3. So this number is also divisible by 3. 1 3 is 3, then you have 2 3s are 6, then you will have 22, 7 3s are 21. So it is 1275. Again you check whether this number is divisible by 3. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 7 10, 10 plus 5 is 15. Yes, 15 is divisible by 3, so this number is also divisible by 3. 4 3s are 12, 2 3s are 6, 5 3s are 15. Again you check whether the number is divisible by 3. 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 is not divisible by 3. So this number is also, it is not divisible by 3. So we will go for the next prime number, that is 5. 8 5s are 40, 5 5s are 25. Again you can divide by 5. All numbers ending with 5 and 0 are divisible by 5. So this number is divisible by 5. 1 5 is 5, 7 5s are 35. 17 is a prime number, so it is divisible only by 17. We get 1 when you divide. So this number 3825 can be written as 3 into 5 into 17. Now we have expressed the given number 3825 as a product of its prime factors. It can also be written as 3 squared into 5 squared into 17. That's all. We are going to prime factorize this number 5005. The number is ending with 5, so it is divisible by 5. So we will have 1001. The number is not ending with 5. It is not divisible by 5, so we will go for the higher prime number 7. When you try with 7, 1 7 is 7, 30, 4 7s are 28, then 21, 143. Then again it is not divisible by 7, so we will go for the next prime number, that is 11. 1 11 is 11, then 33, 3. Now 13 is a prime number, it is divisible only by 13 one time. Now we can write 5005 as a product of its prime factors, that is 5005 is equal to 5 into 7 into 11 into 13. Now we are going to prime factorize this number 7429. This number is not divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. We will try with 17. So you know the divisibility rules. You would have learnt in your lower classes how to check whether a number is divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. All that you would have learned in your lower classes. If you want a recap, you can have it. Maybe if you ask me for a suggestion, I will help you in another video session. Now you know that this is not an even number, so it is not divisible by 2. It is not divisible by 3 also, by 5 also, by 7 also, by 11 also, by 13 also. So we are going to try with the 17. When you try with the 17, when you are dividing by 17, we will see how many times. 2 17s are 34, 3 17s are 51, then 4 17 is going to be 68. So 4 17s are 68, then you will have 62. Then you have to go for 3 times, that is we will have 68 minus 51, so you are going to have 179. 179, how many times? I will do the division for you because some of you may be finding it difficult. 7429, when you divide by 17, 4 into 17, 4 7s are 28, carry 2, 1 4, so you have 68. Then when you subtract, you will get 6, so we have 62. Now it is only 3 times. See, 3 17s are 51. So the remainder is, we are going to have 119. So it is going to be maybe 7 times. 7 7s are 49, carry 4, yes, 7 times. So we are going to have 437. Again when you check, this number is not divisible by 17. So we will go for the next prime number, that is 19. We are going to try whether this number is divisible by 19. When you divide by 19, 2 19s are 38. Then the remainder is going to be 5. Bring down the next number. 3 19s are 57. So we are going to have 23. Now you know that 23 is a prime number, it is divisible only by 23. So one time. Now we have expressed the given number as a product of its prime factors. 7429 is equal to 17 into 19 into 23.